Hi, my name's Sandy Shaw, and I am an artist and the founder of the And Revolution. The And Revolution was birthed out of a painting series I did that focused on the concept and the healing power of the word and. The word and is inclusive, abundant, and in between black and white lies the whole gray spectrum where possibilities and opportunities exist. It is my pleasure to bring you this video series where I interview experts in various fields to speak about and relative to their area of expertise, and hopefully it helps to inspire you in your life and invite you to wonder and think about where you could invite some more and an abundance in. Today we are with the magnificent goddess Shaeah Love. You may already know her because she has published this beautiful, heartfelt book, From My Heart to Yours. And she is working today to bring her wisdom and experience to empower women around the world to call in their beloved. Shaeah, thank you for joining us all the way from Vancouver.
My pleasure to be here. I'm so excited to be in this beautiful environment and to be a part of your And Revolution.
Well, thank you. You bring so much. So please tell us a little bit about your story and how you decided that you really want to work with women to call in their beloved.
Yeah, big question. Well, I'm a believer of fairy tales. I've always believed in fairy tales, and my biggest dream was to find true love. And yet, for most of my adult life, for 14 years, it eluded me. And I, like many women's stories, had numerous failed relationships. You know, men that were very unsupportive, men that weren't available, men that were disloyal, and even experienced an abusive relationship. And and at one point I had a potential true love, thought I had found the one, and my heart was broken by him. And at that point I became completely devastated, disillusioned by love, and thought there was something wrong with me, it would never happen for me, and went into a deep despair. But luckily I had a mentor that I had been working with over the years on my spiritual path of awakening, and called her up and in this place of despair, and she did some work with me to get to the core wounds and around relationship, and my beliefs around it. And in the midst of that work came to a realization that I was seeking love for the wrong reasons. I don't know if you're familiar with that experience.
I am very familiar, and I bet there are a lot of women out there who can really feel that resonate with them too.
Yeah, so, you know, I think, most of us seek outside of ourselves for fulfillment, right? And either through career or material goods or experiences, we're seekers, right? We're seeker of fulfillment, and especially women, we're seekers of love. And I was seeking love for a validation of my existence and to prove that I was lovable, and realized that as long as I sought outside of myself for that love, I was going to be unhappy.
Right.
Yeah. And so I did the work to really source my own happiness, create a life that was fulfilling. I wrote my book.
Yes, beautiful book. Highly recommend it.
Aw, thank you. It was a huge, amazing journey to write that, like really owning that I have a voice and that I'm here for a purpose. So really found my meaning. And also, this journey of exploring how to find love, and really realized I needed to source it for myself. And so I also realized a dream of going to live and work in Costa Rica, because I had always wanted to live and work in the tropics, which you have a love of Costa Rica as well.
I have an avid love affair with Costa Rica.
Yeah, the tropics. And so I just had this love affair in Costa Rica with myself. And
oh, okay. I want to pause there. You had a love affair with yourself. That is beautiful. Yes.
Yeah, and that's really the source of what I mentor women in, because of course, I think as most of us know, everything starts with us, right?
Right.
And a lot of the women that come to me, yeah, are, you know, they've done a lot of work, and yet there's this gap between like really just connecting with the knowing that they are lovable no matter what, and you know,
And
that they can be full in who they are and make a life that's really full and luscious. And so I support them in that, and making a juicy life, a full life, awakening their feminine essence, and really connecting to and awakening to the knowing in their heart that there is a beloved out there for them, once they really connect to that beloved within, and that becomes this magnetic force.
right.
Yeah.
And I imagine that there are a lot of women out there. I know I went through a period where after wanting and seeking love.
Hummingbird.
Yes.
Oh, hummingbird blessing.
Hummingbird blessing, yes. Where after trying so many relationships and desperately wanting that loving relationship, I almost gave up. I thought, maybe it's a fairy tale and maybe it's not really possible.
Yeah, exactly. I went through the same thing. A lot of the women that come to me are like, yeah, maybe, and because of that, like, almost giving up, there's a hardening that happens too, like a protective field. It's like, oh, well, I don't need a relationship. And women, you know, focus their energy on a career, which is fantastic. But a lot of women do that black and white thing. Oh, I am building a career. That is my focus, my purpose, my gift in the world. A man is just going to take away from that. It's like this, and they, you know, and I've had this experience too of relationships that kind of drag me down, hold me back, don't allow me to really fully step into my power and shine. And I think a lot of women carry that thinking from past experiences, past hurts, betrayals. And so the and in relationship that I
Yes.
really stand for is that for women to really step into their full power, be strong and connected to who they are, be giving their gifts, and they can have an incredible relationship with a man who is in his power and living his purpose and in his truth, and together they create this beautiful, we were talking yesterday about
Yes.
this beautiful arch, you know,
Right.
so these two foundations, these two pillars, and creating this arch where it makes even more possible.
Right.
Like having my beloved has just opened up so many more possibilities within myself,
Right.
and in life.
So, from what I'm hearing and what I'm understanding is you found a way in which you can fully be yourself and not compromise anything
Yeah.
to be in this beautiful relationship. Because another thing I imagine might be a little bit of a struggle for women, a little bit of that mindset barrier is, in order to be in this loving relationship, that means I have to give up who I am.
Yeah, that's the exact opposite of what a true, healthy, fulfilling, soulful relationship is really about. It's about being able to fully show up as who you are, and being loved for that. And it's not that there's no, it's not like that there's sacrifices necessarily, but that a really beautiful, healthy relationship, and I'm sure you know, as a mother and a devoted wife, that there's a devotion. Like there's a devotion to our beloved, to a relationship that is giving,
Right.
but it's not compromising of who we are in our essence.
right.
Yeah.
And I think it's really beautiful to remind us, even those of us who are in relationship, that you can first, you love yourself and fulfill those needs. So you're strong on your own. And then you can unite with someone who's also strong on their own. And you don't have to give up, but you actually blossom bigger. And you can play a bigger game together.
Yes. Yeah.
And
absolutely.
and I imagine that that is just a beacon of hope for so many women out there who have struggled alone, seeking that kind of love, just knowing that it is possible.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
and you show them the way forward.
Absolutely. Well, I help them find the way. Yeah, I'm with them, and together we we pave that way and make them more open and available and receptive to their beloved, to have that relationship that they long for.
That is beautiful. So if there is someone out there who's really feeling this and really feels ready to call in their beloved, how can they reach you?
Well, they can go to my website, shaeahlove.com, and my name is spelled SHAEAH, love, LOVE.com. And when you go there, there's a gift for you, and you can also sign up for a free soulmate attraction session with me, where we'll take time one-on-one and explore what's possible for you and what's maybe in the way for you, and give you some tools and some steps to move more towards opening yourself to love, to finding your love.
Beautiful. And if you had one or two key pieces of wisdom you can share with our viewers today of something they could do to get the process started, what would you recommend?
Well, the foundation, I believe, is really grounded in gratitude, like really cultivating a strong practice of gratitude for what you have, gratitude for the past relationships you've had, and just really being, like, when we're grateful, we're in a place of openness and receptivity. And that is, and then it also brings greater joy and enjoyment and appreciation for who we are and what we have in the moment, right?
Beautiful. How do you practice gratitude? Do you have something you do daily?
Yeah.
What do you do daily? So that just maybe someone out there wants to do a gratitude practice, but they don't know what that would look like.
Right. So I have a bunch of practices I do every day. Today we did it at breakfast with your family.
I adored. Thank you.
It was very sweet. So yeah, just, whenever we're at a meal, whenever I'm at a meal, giving thanks, taking time to just really get present and grateful for the food and all the forces and hands that brought that nourishment to me. And then every night, before I met my beloved, I would do this on my own. I would reflect on my day and think of at least 3 to 5 things that I'm grateful for. So now I have the privilege and joy of together with my beloved, when we're in bed, the last thing we do before we fall asleep is share what we are grateful for in our day. So just to plant that seed of possibility for you. So for now, you can do it on your own, but just when you're doing that at night, just think that soon you can share that with your beloved.
Oh, guess what Austin and I are going to do tonight before we fall off asleep?
Yeah, it's such
love
a precious
that.
thing to do. And then you get present to each other, right? You get to share that intimacy on a daily basis. You end your day, Matt, because life is busy, life is full. We can, lose that connection throughout the day, and days go by where we don't connect. But every day we come back to an intimacy of sharing and getting present to what we are grateful. And often it's there's something about each other, of course. And so that just builds and enhances our relationship as well.
That is beautiful, because it can be easy to get on that daily grind. Go here, go there, go here, go there. But if you just stop and pause and just say, oh, this is what I'm grateful for in my life, and all, whether it's something simple, like, oh, thank you so much for helping me out with the dishes tonight. And connecting like that, that keeps the relationship alive and strong and going forward.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Anything else you'd like to share?
Well, I'm just always grateful to be here with you and spend time with you and your amazing hospitality. And also, I just really honor and celebrate your revolution, the And Revolution, and your dedication to making a difference in the world and bringing forth this message and this possibility of expansion, inclusion, connection. And I'm just really honored and blessed, feel very blessed to be a part of it.
Thank you
to be in your life
so much. And I am so appreciative of you being in my life. So I get to practice my gratitude right now with you. Thank you. You really are a light in my life.
Goes
and
both ways.
I'm excited for all of you out there who get to meet and work with Shaeah, because she will be a bright, shining beacon of light in your life too. So again, I just want to say, tell us the website again.
ShaeahLove.com.
ShaeahLove.com. And I hop in and get that free gift. It sounds amazing. Thank you everyone for watching, and I welcome you to join the conversation. It's not about us just giving you our stories and sharing our thoughts, but I am curious and want to know what you think. What are your ideas for possibility? How maybe you have some great ideas on how women can invite more love into their lives, anchor in themselves, and call in their beloved. So please share your thoughts with us.
Yes.
Until next time, enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ah, I'm excited.